Und so geht's weiter.
My own brothers died tragically as well, truth be told. It was 1868, and me and my older brothers were pulling a tidy profit running cattle into Juarez, Mexico.
Ah!
One night after my brothers retired for the evening, I found a little poker game in a cantina with a couple of cowboys. And I just couldn't lose. I even won an old Spanish coin that had to be 100 years old. Well, I was mighty pleased with myself the next morning as my brothers and I rode for Texas. But before we crossed the border, those cowboys caught up with us. It was Johnny Ringo, Roscoe Bob Bryant, and another asshole named Jim. They wanted their money back and everything else we had, including our lives, as those boys didn't want us coming for them later. Bob put that old Spanish coin in my mouth and said, "I won't have it said that I left you with nothing, boy." Well, those horses bolted, and there we hung as those bastards rode away. The branch finally snapped under the weight of the three of us, but being my older brothers were bigger and heavier, they were already dead. And right then I swore to myself that I would avenge them. Ringo you know about. But Bob eluded me, until I heard he was riding with the Wild Bunch.
Die letzte der berühmten Banden von Gesetzlosen des Westens. Könnte es das sein? Das große Finale von Call of Name der mexikanischen Stadt Juarez. Lasst es uns herausfinden.
I'd been on their trail for months, ever since they left their hideout in the Bighorn Mountains. Led by Butch Cassidy, they were a loose association of outlaws who robbed banks and trains from Colorado to Montana. Among them was the Sundance Kid, and that murderous hombre I was tracking, Roscoe Bob Bryant.
Were you a part of that giant Pinkerton posse after the Wild Bunch?
No, boy. A circus like that would have slowed me down. Besides, I wanted Bryant all to myself. I'd heard about a large shipment of gold being transported to Wilcox, Wyoming on the Overland Flyer.
Bevor ich dir dazwischen rede, mein Freund, erstmal hier einen Skillpunkt verteilen und dann schauen wir weiter. Gut.
I figured the Wild Bunch would likely hit such a treasure, and by God, I figured right.
Ich höre einen Specht. Und jetzt höre ich Geballere. Auch nicht schlecht. Wie ich das Spiel kenne, wird sowieso jeder auf mich schießen, ohne jeglichen Vorwand.
They blew the bridge with the intention of forcing the train to stop.
Oh.
Well, I assumed the Wild Bunch was likely in the still intact part of the train high above, so I had no choice but to make my way up through the passenger cars dangling down. I was determined to make that sumbitch Bob pay for what he did to my brothers.
The bitch. Bob the bitch. Bob the bitch. Lustig. Oh, fuck! Ah, nein, 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 nein. Okay. Ui, das ist doch bestimmt alles voll gescriptet, das soll so sein. Okay. Was ist das?
I found the device they used to blow the tracks, so I knew I was headed in the right direction.
Aha. Okay. Abgesägtes Gewehr. Lass es uns herausfinden, was dieses mechanische Meisterwerk so kann. Außer scheinbar abgesägt zu sein.
Well, Well, I made my way off unscathed and came upon a few members of the gang and had no choice but to dispatch them. From there, I had to negotiate an even more precarious route.
Ich kann in diesem Spiel keine Pferde
Get
erschießen!
my ass out of there.
Hast du Glück gehabt? Warte, Hü. Hab dich lieb. Hab dich lieb. Ja, du hast mich auch lieb, ich weiß. Da, da. Ta-ta! Nein, nein.
I jumped from the frying pan into the fire as the train was clearly fixing to fall. I found the gang, but in order to find old Bob, I needed to fight my way forward past a whole passel of desperados. Outside, inside, any way I could, I made my way towards my prey.
Oh, okay.
Well, what about the passengers?
It was mostly a freight train, as I recall. There were no passengers aboard that day.
Nein, 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 nein! Nicht den armen Dude zu erschrecken. Geht gar nicht. Ist egal. Ich mag mein goldenes Gewehr. Gut. Öffnen. Öffne dich.
As I
Öffne dich.
mentioned before, I am not fond of heights. But I was too busy dodging bullets to worry about falling to my death. Odds were I was likely to die that day anyway. So I was determined to take down as many of those bastards as I could.
Yes. Nein. Sieh mich auch, Sir.
Times it was like shooting ducks in a shooting gallery. The only difference is these damn ducks shot back.
Diese verdammten Enten. Haben wir's, ja? Haben wir's? Ja, ist schön, dass wir's haben. Man. God damn it. Mein Cowboy-Instinkt sagt mir, dieser Ast ist der Weg. Mein Cowboy-Instinkt ist scheiße. Ne? 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 Aha! Mein Cowboy-Instinkt sagt, diese Leiter. Sie ist
I
toll.
kept hoping the law would show up and give me a
You
hand.
mean like that giant Pinkerton posse that I read about? Did they come riding in, guns a-blazing to help?
The Wild Bunch. Oh, das ist... Oh.
Help? From the Pinkertons? No, son. I had to fight the Wild Bunch all by my lonesome, as usual.
Who the hell is that? Take cover! Retreat! Retreat!
Die haben im Wilden Westen alle so coole Namen. Ich will auch einen coolen Spitznamen.
Everybody!
Wie wär's mit Lazy Food Dude? Oder... The fucking Lazy Dude. Yes! Muss ich auch stimmen, ne?
My guess is those dime novels didn't portray this as it happened, did they?
You know this guy?
Only a few stragglers were left. I had to cut them down pronto if I was going to stay.
Erstmal ein U. Was haben wir denn da Schönes? Zeit gewinnen. Bessere Wegewilligkeit. Während Konzentration, behielter Witz, Konzentration 50% schneller. Ach ja, mei. Wenigstens habe ich jetzt einen Ranger mit Gravur. Ich sehe dabei immer gut aus. Chihi. Komm, lauft alle schön vor die Schrotflinte. Ihr wisst, wie man das Leben managt. Ja, ihr habt's drauf, ihr seid cool. Und da explodiert wieder was.
Once I silenced all those guns, I went searching for my nemesis, determined to finally have my justice. But the only survivor who welcomed me was George Flat-Nose Curry.
Who was he?
The fastest gun in the gang. Right after Sundance, I mean. And
Flat-Nose.
And maybe Elsie Lay. Though some folks might dispute that. On that very same day, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid decided to leave the Wild Bunch behind and decamped for South America.
Naja, der war jetzt nicht so schwer. Der war okay.
They ended up living down there for many years, but I'm sure you already know all about that.
George Flat-Nose Curry. Ehrenhaft getötet. 2680. Yeah. Also, yeah. Und der Spaß geht immer weiter. Es war doch nicht die letzte Mission. Tata.